the stage when I'm about to get it. Like I bust out of this cage when I started winning. Watch the bright lights fade when I'm on them swinging. Plus I'm about to get paid like I'm on a mission. This ain't fight night, baby, this is night, yeah. Feeling right, knuckles clench, I got the mic tight. Lay my belt on the bench cause it's in my sights, yeah. Plus I'm coming for your head, Chuck, ice tight. I ain't no stranger to circumstance, don't notice I'm about to dance. I keep my ship tight cause any moment I'm throwing hands. I'm blowing up on your man, KOing him on demand. Fight of the night, bitch, I'll put ice in my corner, man. Coming for you, ain't no weakness. Go down the mission, no secret. Flick of the wrist, no sleepers. Coming for your head, you need to be sexy.
Hi guys, welcome to another Fordewin MMA interview. Today I'm joined by a man whose voice has been in multiple MMA arenas, Invicta, WEC, and the UFC, of course. He's right now live from Abu Dhabi, Fight Island of all places. Mr. Joe Martínez, welcome to Fordewin MMA. It's a pleasure to have you.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to be here.
I'm happy to have you, man. Well, let's start by talking about the talk of the town. What's the current vibe right now at Yas Island, Fight Island? You just got there a few moments ago, like you were telling me. How do you feel about it? Touching ground and all.
Being here was the biggest challenge. Getting here. I had to go through a couple different things. Like my passport was 4 months away from expiring. So last night I was in New York and they had to call the UAE government to get me an exception to get in. I was like, come on, dude. I didn't know that my passport needed to be valid for at least 6 more months. So I was kind of freaked out. So that was my first challenge. But no, they were great. I mean, we flew Etihad Airlines, and the guy knew that there was a bunch of UFC, like everybody from UFC is flying Etihad to get over here. So we kind of got some special treatment, I think, and that helped.
Yeah, all the pampering from Fight Island is legendary. I'm all the things that I'm seeing right now. I'm pretty sure we're in the hotel now. It looks great. I'm pretty sure the view is amazing too. How do you like it so far?
I love it here. The people are great. The hospitality is incredible. The food is always top level, so we're not lacking anything as far as nutrition goes and amenities. So we're fully loaded. I think we'll have a better idea tomorrow at the weigh-in, just about how excited everybody is. I'm stoked. I'm happy to be here. It's a first numbered event for me personally, but I think people are making more of a big deal about it than I think is necessary, honestly.
Why do you feel that way?
Because I treat every event the same, whether it's pay-per-view boxing or if it's, top level UFC. I give 100% of everything I've got into every fight, and I honestly don't care the venue. But, it's my third straight week of UFC. I did the last 2 fight nights. But like I say, yeah, this is my first member event. And I try not to make too big of a mess about it because I just don't want to get domed up. It's a psychological thing. Don't overwhelm yourself with,
absolutely.
with things.
Yeah, but I'm obliged to ask, like you said before, this is something unusual because this is your first numbered event. And also, sadly, this breaks Bruce Buffer's legendary streak of numbered events. I know COVID isn't nice, but I'm pretty sure he'll be back next week for all the amenities at UFC 268. You're feeling, like you said before, like it's another event, just the same, but it has to feel a bit different. The setting, the people, the fact that you're going to be presenting 2 title fights. It's amazing. I'm pretty sure, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, anytime there's a title fight on the line, it's exciting. And I think what's most exciting about this event is it's actually in front of people. So we have a full arena that's going to be, I'm sure, just rowdy and crazy and fun.
Yeah, I was going to mention
the Middle East. I love it out here. It's cool.
Yeah. The atmosphere is going to be electric for sure. And coming up from 2 Apex events, that smaller crowds, right? Smaller house. It gets you fired up either way, right? And one of the things that I always thought when I saw you during the pandemic was like, I love your style. And one of the things that kind of bummed me out was when you were presenting all these main events. I'm pretty sure you probably get this before, but And you say, make some noise when you are ready, right? And there's nobody in there. So I was like, oh,
so
damn,
I don't know
just
if
want
you
to get
noticed,
people
but
for Joe.
I only did it one time, the make some noise, and then until recently when fans started actually showing up again. And I just changed it to fight fans watching, let the world know you are ready, right? Yeah, because no, you get normal and things just become scripted off the head. You know, it's like you already know what you're going to say. It's just the venue changes and you stick to the same thing. And when you try to change it up, you start to make mistakes. So I try to stay, you know, everything the same. Same trajectory, same path.
Yeah, I absolutely feel you. If you don't follow your normal pathways, you become lost and you feel vulnerable to mistakes, of course. And yeah, I was so happy when I heard the make some noise back if you're ready, and people started cheering up like crazy. I was so happy for you, man, because it's all kind of back to normal now, and you're now in Abu Dhabi with a shit ton of people. So I'm pretty sure the energy is gonna be amazing. Joe, I don't want to put you into trouble because I know this isn't easy for the guy announcing, but if there's a chance to maybe talk a little bit about the fights, I don't know, how do you feel about that? Can you do that for me, like real quick? Let's talk about what's going on. Do you have any?
You want to go through? You want to go through the card, or
I'm not gonna go through the card or anything. I just wanna get your feeling, like, how do you like this main event between Jan Blachowicz and Glover Teixeira?
Well, that would be fun. It's Teixeira's second title fight opportunity.
Right.
And Jan coming off of a big win, you know, against Adesanya earlier in the year. So I really like him. I like his style. And just guys that go out and bang, man. I mean, that's what we love about the sport. You know, and at the end of the day, I mean, anybody can win. It's just who's on that day or who's off that day sometimes.
Right. Is there any other fight particularly on the card that gets you fired up when you look at it on paper?
Yeah, actually, it's on the main card. Hamzat.
Yeah, the return of the wolf of Hamzat Chimaev against the leech.
You know,
those nicknames.
I don't think it's a nickname matchup.
Yeah, I know. But it's exciting as hell, man. Lee is coming off of a great win against Ponzinibbio, and now we have the return of Chimaev, who's been he was like the king of Fight Island last year. Do you think we're going to see fireworks again from the guy?
For 2 weeks.
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
Wait, I mean, that was incredible itself. You know, you make your debut, you win quick, and then you fight again the next week. Just taking advantage of an opportunity, and unfortunately ended up getting injured. So that delayed the rapid growth that we were seeing. You know, it just kind of staled it out a little bit. But I think this dude's he's special.
Yeah, he's serious.
He's a special athlete.
I'm pretty sure that he's gonna pick up right where he left. That's my feeling coming up. Joe, there's so many events that you've been a part of. There's so many companies you've been involved with. I don't know if you have a favorite fight ever. Like, if you get asked this, what's your favorite memory from your time in the sport, your favorite presentation? I don't know. What's your favorite suspense points, right? Like, what's your...
Yeah, I mean, there's been so many. And yeah, we often get asked the same question, like, what's your favorite one? And it's kind of unfair to pinpoint one favorite one, but if I was to, it would probably be WEC days, and it was Pulver and Faber. And that was just fun, you know, and you know, Uriah won that fight.
Yeah, that was Uriah's one of the best Uriah's runs ever in the WEC, man. It was a legendary time to be a part of it, and man, you're binded with that history, man. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I love it. I mean, and there's a lot of people out there still that are like, you know, WEC never forget, right. WEC lives forever, just diehards, and that's great, man. Because really, if you just look at the quality of fight we put on, I mean, Reed Harris, Scott Adams, those guys were putting on just bangers every single fight. And unfortunately, I mean, we only had 8 shows a year, so we weren't able to really grow and expand outside of Vegas at all. You know, maybe a couple times we went to New Mexico, but yeah, it was just neat to be a part of something. And all the guys that we had, the smaller fighters, eventually coming into UFC and just banging and making a huge impact. You know what I'm saying? So it mattered. It mattered a lot. And it was just that platform for the lighter weight guys created what you now see in the UFC.
Right. And you being a witness of all that and being a part of it, is there a secret WEC handshake that you guys come around with? Like when you guys see each other at events?
See, I can't tell you that.
You'll have to kill me then.
I can't tell you that. I cannot deny nor confirm.
Yeah, well, sounds like a fun time for sure, man. You announced the Jaula Bamondes fight, right? You were there for the Dana White Contender Series. Just
No,
really quick.
no.
Which one were you? Oh, you were with Magdesi.
I don't know. Everything to me is like I couldn't tell you.
Like a blur.
It's a blur, man. You know, I remember some things, but at my age, I don't know. Maybe I've got that early onset can't remember stuff syndrome, you know. Yeah, so sometimes it all runs together for me, but I do know when I'm working because I get to get paid, and that's fun.
Yeah, that's the best part. I'm pretty sure.
My wife likes it. I haven't seen a check yet. My wife gets them all, so I don't even know what I'm getting.
You get a hug and a handshake from the boss, I'm pretty sure.
And a hot meal. Hug and a handshake and a hot meal.
Those are good, man. Those are good. When the UFC came to Santiago, I gotta confess, I gorged on that sweet catering for the media. And yeah, that's a good hot meal if you ask me.
Yeah, right?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get back down to you guys. I mean, I love South America. Chile was great. Argentina, and just Uruguay even. Oh my gosh, man.
Those barbecues, so much,
man.
Yeah, Uruguay
can't wait till we're back down there.
It's a beautiful place. Of all the spots in South America, I know Brazil is, of course, one of the main things. Argentina, it's also quite up there, but Uruguay has such beautiful places. And, well, what am I saying? Chile has a lot of places too, but it's just the fact that we're such a long, tiny country that you guys don't get a chance to experience it, everything at the same time. But we're a place where you can go to the snow in the morning. You can go skiing, and you can end up your day at the beach. So yeah, there's a lot to do here.
Everything's within an hour. It's like Southern California. Everything's within an hour.
Yeah, you're right. It's the same kind of vibe. Joe, I just wanted to know how you got involved with announcing, because I'm one of those kids that when he was growing up looked himself in the mirror and started presenting. Like, I have a thick voice, right? I have a deep, thick voice, so I was able to do this kind of thing. But I never got my feet wet. So I wanted to know how you ended up doing that yourself, and what would be your advice for people that are pursuing this kind of route?
I just showed up one day in college, and I went to the sports information office. I knew I had a pretty good voice, and I loved all sports. My baseball career was pretty much over anyway. So I'm like, you know what? I'd like announcing. And I went to the sports information office and asked them if they needed an announcer. And that next weekend, you know, they hired me to do this massive softball tournament. And it's like, I will announce anything because it helps you to not only grow, but it creates versatility.
Right.
And it keeps you in shape as well. You know, like athletes train all the time. Mm-hmm. As vocal artists or announcers, we need to continue to train as well.
Yeah, your voice has to be on point.
Yeah, that just carried over to every sport in the school. And then I ended up meeting a guy that worked for the commission in California, and he set me up with a boxing promoter he vouched for me as, you know, he was my uncle, and I got this, my nephew is a great kid. He announces fights. He can help you out. So this guy calls me up and he's like, "Hey, I got a show, and can you do it?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, your uncle recommended you." My uncle, of course, doesn't live in California. So I was like, "Who's my uncle?" And he said, Dean Loheis. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, Dean, yeah, Uncle Dean, great guy." So that was my foot in the door. And, you know, you catch the bug. It's like a fever, bro. It's just spreads. And I love it. I love the feelings.
Yeah, I can totally agree on that thing, that it's like a virus and it starts spreading and spreading and spreading. And once you figure it out, you'll see that your family is behind it. All your friends are a part of it somehow. At least that has been for me, right? I've been doing coverage of the sport for a little bit over a year, and it started just being me with a friend on Spotify. And right now I'm lucky enough to be talking to people such as yourself. And like you said, it has grown exponentially in my life too. And I'm really happy that we get a chance to connect through this. So, man, I just wanted to give you a proper send-off in Spanish, because you are of Mexican roots too. So, te quiero desear muchísima suerte, Joe. Creo que te mereces tremendamente la oportunidad de poder tener tu primer evento numerado. Me parece maravilloso que tengas la oportunidad de hacerlo precisamente en un lugar como Fight Island, que tiene tanta mística, ¿cierto? Tanta mitología. Entonces quisiera, si me lo permites, por favor, en español, un saludo tuyo desde Fight Island, y que le contaras un poco a los fans cómo se viene todo lo que va a pasar el día sábado. Did I kill you with that?
Yeah, man. I'm like, "Dang, bro."
And I was doing it slow.
I know. That's where I get lost.
Right.
You know, like I have a buddy in the Dominican, and he's like, I mean, it's all short, and I'm like, "Bro, I cannot. You got to slow down for me, man." You know. But that's what's crazy about it, right? I mean, we all have these different dialects. I cannot tell one of them apart. In Mexico, I cannot tell one of them apart. But when they come from Puerto Rico and the Dominican, you can always pick them out. I'm like, "Oh, you're Puerto Rican. Oh, you're Dominican." Yeah.
Yeah, it's the swagger on the sweet, step, is the hip movement, is the "Órale, papito, ¿cómo está?" with that S at the end.
Yeah, I avoid that one right there.
Absolutely, man. Well, what I was saying, I'll say it in English because I don't want to make a fool out of myself. I just wanted to tell you that I'm really excited for you being able to participate in your first numbered event, and that you deserve it, man. You're a legend of the sport. You've been having such a great, amazing journey through the sport. So now having the chance of doing this in Abu Dhabi, in Fight Island, with all the mystique that there's behind it, I'm pretty sure you're very excited, and I just wanted to give you a moment to reach out to the South American fans and let them know what's going on Saturday for you.
Yeah, well, Saturday night, you guys know, UFC 267 here at Fight Island, Abu Dhabi. Just an incredible card lined up for everybody. I mean, we've got so many top 10 fights and 2 world title fights online as well. So just everybody tune in, ESPN Plus, or what is your station down there? What are you watching on in Santiago?
Well, there is a few. You can watch it on the Star Network on VTR. I'm the guy that pays for the ultimate package on UFC Fight Pass, so I get all the pay-per-views, I get everything on the UFC app, so I don't have to run away looking at it on TV or trying to get some illegal streamings for Uncle Dana to whack me up later. No, I have the full legal experience to my disposal, so that's what I'm doing.
Good for you. It's contributions from you that help it so we can continue doing what we do. So thank you for your subscription.
It's the least I can do, man. I mean, I love to talk about it. I love reaching out to people, and maybe I'm not able to attend UFC events on the regular basis and try to support fighters and the movement that way, but here I am paying a few bucks each month to watch the fights and what you guys do, what you do best. And man, if I'm trying to do this low key, but I really want to get off this with you doing what you do best for all the Latin American fans and for Fordewin MMA. But I'm trying to see what's up because it's late in Abu Dhabi. I don't want to get kicked out of the hotel.
What time? It's like midnight something here, man.
Yeah,
I am tired, but whatever you need, I will help you.
No, just invite the guys to watch Fordewin MMA on all platforms, man.
Well, Fight fans, this is ring announcer Joe Martínez inviting you all to watch fordewin.cl. Check out their website all the way from Santiago, Chile. Give my boy Cote Cruz some love as he endeavors to become a mixed martial artist guru.
That's some big wordage right there, my man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Joe. Best of luck on your debut on nominated events, and we're gonna be rooting for you all day, man. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, especially coming right up to the hotel. I really, really appreciate it. I cannot express that enough, man.
Oh, man, it was my pleasure. Really nice to meet you. I hope we can meet in person sometime.
Absolutely.
And all the best to you. If you ever need anything, let me know.
It's my pleasure to talk to you, man. And yeah, we're excited to go to Las Vegas probably next year. We're hoping that everything comes according to plan. But yeah, if that happens, I'll be tapping your back, saying, and I'll do my own for the win presentation for you. I can assure you that.
I appreciate you, brother. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Best of luck on Saturday.
Been through hell and back, on our way to the top. Ain't got no time to relax, always working, no stop. Leave my soul on the track, bounce your head off the mat. This is one stop shop, got what you need in the back. Coming for the win, no weakness. Cote on a mission, no secret. Flick of the wrist, no sleep.